From zero to university valedictorian runner-up, a journey of self-discovery used to be the kind of student people would describe as average, weak, or even unlikely to compete. Math, physics, and chemistry were never my strengths. And I didn't stand out in any other subject either. But by the end of high school, I came to realize an important truth. Not everyone needs to be excellent at everything. What truly matters is discovering your own unique strength and learning how to use it to the fullest. I knew I didn't have a natural talent for numbers or the quick understanding many of my peers had. But I had something else that turned out to be even more valuable: diligence and determination. I found that I could spend more time learning and repeat a lesson over and over until I truly understood it. I had a good memory for history and enjoyed spending time studying battles and historical milestones. This deep self-awareness became a compass that completely changed the way I studied and thought about learning, a turning point, challenging myself. In 12th grade, my final year of high school, instead of playing it safe, I made a bold decision. I signed up for the Advanced History Student Competition, a subject I truly enjoyed. I was lucky to pass both the school-level and district-level rounds, even though I was ranked near the bottom of the list after passing the district round. I spent even more time memorizing timelines and studying the history of my country and the world. The results exceeded my expectations: won second prize in the provincial history competition. Ranking second in the entire province was a huge surprise to me. Even my teacher couldn't believe that a so-called average student like me could achieve something so big. Out of more than 60 students competing across various subject teams, I was the only one who reached the top. Looking back, I realized that this decision wasn't made out of confidence in my abilities. It came from a clearer goal: to create powerful motivation that would push me to study seriously and with discipline. Preparing for that exam was an intense challenge. I had to deal with a massive amount of content beyond the textbooks and handle serious time pressure. But it was during that tough period that I pushed myself to develop the core skills that would unlock my potential. Here's how I did it. 1. I trained myself in deep self-learning. I stopped relying completely on teachers or friends. I learned to explore materials on my own, read advanced books, and tackle tough questions independently. I spent hours reading history books and watching videos about famous wars. I broke down every topic and problem until I could solve them on my own. 2. I strengthened my ability to synthesize knowledge. With so much information to absorb, I had to find ways to organize it. I built mind maps, created comparison charts, and invented easy-to-remember formulas to connect concepts and build a complete picture. 3. I pushed past my patience limits. There were moments when I felt like giving up. I would forget things I thought I had mastered, especially if I didn't review them for a while. Sometimes I felt helpless. There were days I slept only 3 hours studying at school during the day, and after dinner, dedicating the rest of the night to reviewing. To my surprise, all that relentless effort paid off. Becoming a provincial-level, award-winning student wasn't just a personal milestone, it was living proof that our potential is limitless if we're willing to explore it and give our best. Because of those efforts, my teachers and friends began to look at me differently, and I looked at myself differently too. I was no longer just an average student. I had found my own strength. Beyond the competition, from average to valedictorian runner-up in the university entrance exam, the story didn't end with the provincial history competition. There was another crucial milestone ahead: the university entrance exam, a life-changing event for every student. And I want to share with you how I, once an ordinary student, became the runner-up valedictorian of my entire school ranking. Second out of thousands. It was truly a dream result for me. The first step: smart group study strategy. After that first success, I realized that using your strengths doesn't mean doing everything alone. I shifted from solo learning to smart collaboration. I took the initiative to gather a study group of friends with different strengths. This strategy used collective power to make up for individual weaknesses. How did I build a knowledge network? For my team and myself, we didn't just study together, we assigned roles. Friend A, who was good at physics, became our instructor for that subject. Friend B, strong in math, handled all the tough math questions. As for me, history was my strength, so I took charge of history and other social science subjects. How did I make the most of each person's strengths? Thanks to my good memory and communication skills. I handled summarizing content, reviewing social subjects, especially literature and history, and creating structured lesson plans for our group. This helped me reinforce my own knowledge while using my strengths to help others. When we faced difficult problems, instead of struggling alone, we could discuss and analyze from multiple perspectives. Teaching friends also gave me a chance to test my own understanding and fill in any knowledge gaps. Thanks to this group study strategy, we learned faster, understood more deeply, and built a stronger foundation than we ever could have on our own. The key to success: focus on your strengths and outgrow your limits. The most important thing I learned was never to try to be perfect or compare myself to the geniuses in class. Instead, I focused on maximizing my personal strengths and becoming the best version of myself. Knowing my strengths and weaknesses to adjust my methods, I knew I needed more time to understand complex problems, so I started earlier than others. I knew I forgot things easily, so I revised more frequently than most, creating a study schedule that fits me. Instead of copying someone else's routine, I made a plan tailored to me, allocating time to each subject based on how difficult I found them, focusing on my own progress. I didn't compare myself to others, only to who I was yesterday. Every day, I set a small goal to beat my own limit, to understand a new concept better, solve a harder question, or review a section I had forgotten, and the result, something my past self would never have dared to imagine. I became the runner-up valedictorian in my university entrance exam, ranking second out of more than 2,000 students. That's something I can proudly say I earned. This journey taught me that unlocking your potential doesn't mean becoming someone completely new. It means truly understanding who you are, accepting your imperfections, and developing the unique qualities you already have. I'm sharing this story with you for anyone who feels lost or unsure how to unlock their own potentials, so you'll find hope and motivation. Maybe you're not good at math, science, or any school subject, but you could be a great athlete, a talented chef, or a hit-making musician. The real question is, do you believe in yourself enough to seriously discover your potential? Believe me, if someone like me, an ordinary student, can achieve success, then there's absolutely no reason you can't achieve your own success too. Don't be afraid of challenges. I believe in you. If you're ready to take action, leave a comment below this video to mark the start of your journey. A year, 2 years, or more from now, come back and update us on your progress. Tell us how far you've come and how you've succeeded. If one day you feel like giving up or lose motivation, watch this video again. Let it remind you of your determination and give you strength. I hope you soon find your direction in life. I'll be here, cheering for you, waiting to hear about your victories when you choose to believe in yourself and take action. You and we are not useless. I believe you can do it.